Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today is the last day for this year's classes at Vidya Vikas, so there will be a break. And because it's the last day, this is one of the smallest Upanishads, though it is not considered major Upanishad, but it is still very good and kind of a good summary of other concepts. It is Ekaakshara Upanishad. Ekaakshara Upanishad. It is related to Krishna Yajurveda, and Rishi is talking about Akshara Paramatma and Prana, Soma, and how it is the same Arishtanemi, Kartikeya, Indra, Rudra, Surya, all three gunas, four Vedas, everything. So that is the same Paramatma flowing around, or everything is part of that. So first verse, Ekaksharam tva akshare astrasti some shushumnayam chehadrudi sa ekah tvam vishwabhur bhutapatihi puranah parjanya eko bhuvanasya gupta. Meaning, Paramatma or God, you are Akshara, meaning eternal, Soma, Parabrahma, something that flows through Sushumna, meaning Kundalini Shakti, who is Dhrida, who is Pratishthit with own Satta or power or control, who is the only eternal element, who lives in one letter, which is Om. You are the cause of this world. You are the Swami or Niyanta of everything. You are that Purana Purush. You are in all the forms. You are Parjanya, meaning rain. And that's how you protect everyone. So, Vishwabhur Bhutapatihi Parjanya Eko Bhuvanasya Gupta. So that Paramatma is that one letter Om, that is one element that is eternal, cannot be destroyed, cannot be eroded, and who lives everywhere. Everything is within that. Ashtavakra described this very simply. If we try to understand what it is, we always say that Paramatma or Parabrahma lives in everyone or everything, or everything lives within Parabrahma, Paramatma. But how can we experience that? So very simply, Ashtavakra in Ashtavakra Gita says, imagine that there is space, Akash. In Akash, there is earth. On that earth, you live in a house. House is made up of bricks, cement, mortar, whatnot. You live within that house. Are you within the space? The same space that earth is part of, the same house is part of, you are still part of that. That space, that Akasha is everywhere. Within you, outside you, everywhere. You cannot be without Akasha. You are within Akasha. And Akasha is within you as well, because there is space in all of us. So imagine, expand your horizon, make it bigger. Currently we just imagine like a globe, the blue sky we see, but imagine it is infinite, and that infinite is what Parabrahma or Paramatma is, and you are just part of it. So we are not individual Atmans, we are not individual Atma, because we accumulated this body, this Panchamahabhuta body, this Prakriti, this mind. Because of that, we see ourselves divided. But similarly, house cannot divide Akasha. There are multiple houses, but can it divide Akasha? No. It is part of the Akasha, same Akasha. So our bodies are like houses, different houses. It cannot divide one Atma. It cannot divide that Parabrahma Paramatma. It just feels that it is kind of confined within this body. Mind. Mind is like people living inside house. And that mind controls everything. Because we are controlled via mind. But even if we observe that mind, separate entity from Akasha, it is as simple as that. People living in house, they are not Akasha, they are part of the Akasha. They are living within that house. House is the body. People living in the house is like mind. And that Akash is just one, Paramatma. By building house, we are not dividing Akasha. Right? Akasha is the same. It just feels a division. My house, your house, other houses, that building, this building, they all look different. Because we created this differentiation. We built this out of Panch Mahabhuta. That's why it looks or feels different. Similarly, this body has accumulated everything over the period. Once we are born, even when we are not born, we get nourishment from mother. That's all Panch Mahabhuta. And our body is created with that. So it starts brick by brick, layer by layer. We are creating or building this house. Throughout the life, we keep building, keep doing repair work of this body, this house, throughout the life. And mind is just living inside that house. So once we start seeing all this, then we just realize, oh, Ishwar is here, Paramatma is here. It's nowhere else. We are all part of it. It's within, without. It's inside, it's outside. It is as simple as that. Another example, not by Ashtavakra, but what I imagine is, in an ocean, there are many different creatures. They all live within the ocean. For them, ocean is the world. There is water outside, there is water inside. For them, water is the world. And we say Pacific, Atlantic, or Indian Ocean, this, that, but it's still the same. We just created imaginary divisions. But ocean is still the same. All are interconnected. There is no difference. So all the creatures are living within that ocean. Similarly, we all live inside or within that Parabrahma, Paramatma, which is eternal, Ekaakshara or Akshara, Brahma, or Parabrahma or Paramatma, or even for that matter Atma. That individual division is what we see is a different individual soul, but that's not the concept in our Shastras. It just says you are one and the same. There is no difference. So if you start thinking or imagining about this, that everything is Parabrahma Paramatma, and it is just one, it cannot be more than one. Just like Akasha, everything is within Akasha. Sun, moon, earth, other planets, all these different buildings, different animals, everything is within the same Akasha. And it's not dividing Akasha, it just feels that way. The concept is as simple as that, no complexity. Once we know this, once we realize this, once we leave this observation, that is mukti. Mukti is nothing other than that. It's not something exotic concept. It's very simple.
But it takes so many lives to understand.
Yes, because we keep accumulating, we keep building house. We like building house, that's why.
It's look easy, but it's
Maybe I see it simple. But even if you don't see it simple, I still feel it's very simple concept. Mukti is very simple. Parabrahma or Paramatma is very simple. There is no complexity. Complexity is what we build. Take example of, let's take an example of house. Right? House is made up of bricks. Bricks made up of what? Soil, earth. Now we create layer of cement. Cement is made up of what? That also comes from the same soil. We apply paint. That paint also comes from soil. So we keep building. We like to build. We like to create. I am different. That concept. I want to look different. I want to wear different. I want to act different. I want to have different jewelry. I want to have different gadgets. Because I want to create my own identity. I want to keep building my separate identity. And that is Maya. Only because of Maya we keep doing this. Otherwise, concept is very, very simple. We are part of the same Paramatma, same Atma. It's one and only one. We just feel different. We keep building our bricks. It's very simple concept, and that is mukti, nothing else. It's not like going to some heaven in some loka and staying there and enjoying. It's not that. Mukti is not that. It is again still the same Maya. Maya will give us a small hut, a small building, or it will give us a big palace. It's just our choice. But that is still not mukti. Whether we live in a hut or we live in a palace, we are still confined or bound by that differentiation. And only goal of any sadhana is to start destructing that palace, start destructing that building, destroying brick by brick, remove every brick, keep breaking. Once you break everything, then you realize, oh, it was here, nowhere else. Nowhere to go, it was always here.
It goes around, right? People leave house, they
Right.
go for
To
yeah.
yes, and do even sannyas.
And then they
Yes,
become Sadguru.
right.
Come
Yes.
back into Maya.
Yeah, exactly. It's nowhere to go. It was always here. So
So they become Guru and they
Yes,
acquire a lot
yes.
of wealth and power and fame.
So from hut, now they are in the palace. Yes. But to destruct a palace takes a lot of effort. But to remove a hut is very simple effort. So don't build your palace. Live in a hut. If this is the example, especially ladies or even for us gents, women like jewelry and clothes. We like gadgets, technology. I mean, generally. So we keep, let's say we have 10 grams of gold versus 1 kilogram of gold. If somebody says, okay, donate everything. If you have 1 kilogram of gold, you'll be hesitant. But if you have 10 grams, take it. Similarly, over the lives, we kept building this house, brick by brick. From a small, we always start with a very simple, small hut, and we end up in a palace. Now, we need to go back, remove every brick of the palace. It's a hard work. But if somebody says, okay, come out of the hut, okay, one blow and hut is gone. So, don't run after palace. That's the goal.
But it's very hard, right? If this Maya, even if you try to understand the Maya, you're still
Right.
understanding from within the Maya, right? So
And that's why there is a Radha Swami Sampradaya, right? Premanandji Maharaj is very famous, currently contemporary, Krupaloji Maharaj. They say, always go to the Sharan of Maya. Once you are considered, you are surrendering yourself to Maya, Maya will not harm you. It will not lead you to the palace. But if you resist, once resistance comes, then Maya shows who is powerful.
That's awesome.
Getting lost again.
Yes.
I think something I got. Next day it's like I am lost again.
Yes. Let me give you an example. You have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
It's hard, right? When she keeps growing, she questions.
Yes.
Now you want to show her who is the boss, right? That's how generally we work.
Yeah.
So that is the resistance. Because she also thinks that I have mind, I can also think. But you teach her, I am the boss, follow me. So that is the cause of resistance. One day, if daughter says, "Ma, I'll do whatever you say," where is the resistance? Everything is good, right? After that. So same thing happens.
What happens?
Because they are on the path to become boss. That's why. We all like to build palace. Who would like to build hut? Right? If I have a hut, small hut, will I be willing to build a palace, or will I be willing to stay in the hut forever? Majority of the people, because we are controlled by Maya, we always choose the path of palace. Even our modern world or teaching teaches us your career, your goal. Always try to push yourself, be aggressive, go in that direction. These are the goals, always one step ahead. So we just keep chasing. It's like a donkey. A carrot is dangled in front and tries to grab it, but it never grabs it. Just keep running, always, ever. So that is Maya. Maya says, I am the boss, whatever you do, I am the boss. But if donkey says, I am not running after, whatever you do, I am willing to accept. Then Maya says, have this carrot, eat it.
But there is another concept I heard recently, I think one of the Vivekananda talk is about Anand, right? So Maya is there and it is confusing.
Right.
We are all made of it.
Right.
But what our purpose is also to seek Anand, right? I mean, that's what
Right.
we do everything for, right?
That is the goal of life.
Right. So yeah, Anand,
Right.
big palace is Anand. So what's wrong with that, right? I mean, Lakshmi is there, right? We propitiate her
No.
so that she gives everything, right?
Here's the thing. We all run after Anand. Ultimately, Paramanand.
Yeah.
Paramanand is Paramatma, right? So, whether you get that Anand while living in a hut, or you are still unhappy living in a palace, that is the difference. So, if you enjoy your hut, be happy with it, still wants to build your palace, that is your choice. But if you do not get to build palace, you will still be happy. So that's what matters. But if you are unhappy in your hut, one day you will build a palace, you will still be unhappy. Because you will see, oh, that guy has 100 rooms, I have just 50 rooms. Build big. So you'll be chasing unhappiness, not ananda, not happiness. So if you feel happy in whatever state you are, sthit prajna, right? That's what Bhagavad Gita says. You have to fight your war, no matter what, because that is your dharma. You cannot escape. But whatever the outcome is, don't worry about it. whether you will be victorious or whether you are going to lose it, you still need to be happy. Anandam hi Brahma, or Brahma hi Anand. That's what it says. That means whatever condition or whatever situation you are in, if you are unhappy, you are doing something wrong. Chasing a bigger goal, it's good because we live in a society, we live in a family, so we have our dharma to protect our family, dharma to protect our society, dharma to protect our country, dharma to do certain things based upon which situation we are in. So we need to keep fulfilling that. We cannot just sit idle and be happy, right? We cannot do that. So no matter whatever is there, keep doing, keep working, and be happy. And I think that's what is about Ananda. Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to say that if you live in a society, in a social structure, live like Raja Janak. He was a Vairagi, but he was a king as well. He has acquired a state of a sannyasi. At the same time, he used to rule as a king and have all the abundance in the life. He was enjoying everything. He used to live like a lotus. That is a very good example. Lotus blooms in mud, still it is not attached to that mud. It just blooms. That is its duty. That's how the dharma of Kamala is, or lotus is, and that's how it grew. So if you don't follow your dharma, you will live miserable life. That's what it is. You live in a hut or you live in a palace. Whether you are following your dharma, that's what matters. And if you follow that, you will be naturally happy. Someday, I'm just giving an example. Einstein found many different theories. One day, if he woke up and said, "That's it, I don't want to pursue anything," will he be happy? No, because his tendency, his attitude, the way he led his life creates some dharma for him in that life. So whatever that dharma, he need to keep pursuing that. Only then he would be happy. But if he does that with awareness, if awareness is there, then Maya won't touch. If there is no awareness, Maya will teach lesson every moment. And without crossing that boundary, we cannot know Paramatma. And as I said before, Paramatma or Mukti is very simple concept. There is no complexity in it at all. If we make complex theories and complex situations to achieve, we are losing it.
There is a Voltaire story where this guy he goes from west to Varanasi or someplace next to Ganga, right? And he meets a priest. He's very learned and he learns a lot of things, and he gets, he went to India and he went to a lot of fake gurus, and they didn't tell him anything. He got confused and he saw they were just like charlatans, right? So,
Right.
So they like rope tricks and stuff. So, but eventually he reached this guy, and he gave some good insights.
Right.
So he's like, okay, I like it. I'll sit and learn a lot more. So he learned a lot more from him. But he asked him, right, how do you feel? You're so learned. And the priest actually says, oh, I'm the most miserable person here. Every day I say something, I don't know what comes out of it. I'm so embarrassed by what I say.
Right.
Because I'm trying to explain something and I never am able to articulate it correctly. And I don't actually know what I'm trying to say because I've learned all of this, but I don't know anything.
Right.
And so he says, oh, this guy is so miserable, what will he teach me? So he gets
Yes,
very confused.
yes.
So he goes out to take a bath in the morning, right?
Right.
And then he sees this old lady. And
Right.
she's the most blissful, happy,
Right.
and you know, and he talks to her, and she's not very smart.
Right.
So she doesn't know anything, but she does bhakti, and she comes, takes
Right.
bath in the morning. Most
Right.
happiest person.
Right.
So he comes back and says, "Look at this lady. Why are you complaining? You know everything. You have told me everything. You are the most intelligent person I know.
Right.
Why are you unhappy?" And look at her. She's so
Right.
happy. So he said, "Yes, you're right. And look at me. I'm so." Again, he says the same. I'm so
Right,
miserable
right.
and all that. But he said, "Okay, then you should be happy. You already know the God she's after."
Right.
So he said, "Yes, she's happy, but that's not the happiness I desire."
Right.
That's the end of the story.
Yes, yes, very true, very true. So I would put it this way, that we do Ekadashi Upas, right? Many people do that. Say you are a poor person. It's very hard for you to have even one time of meal, full meal. And on the other hand, you are a very prosperous person. You have 20 different dishes every meal. So these two conditions. Now Ekadashi comes. That poor fellow who barely gets one meal tries to do Ekadashi Upavas, versus that person who has 20 different dishes for a meal and does the Upavas, whose Upavas is real Upavas, right? That fasting.
Eating more.
Exactly. Because that person who even barely gets a meal doesn't make any difference whether he does fasting or not. But that fellow who always eats 20 dishes, now he resists and does fasting. So, yes. But Ashtavakra says something different in that case. Even that old lady who was very joyful, did not know what it is, maybe she did not accumulate lot of other baggages in her life. Maybe that will put her on a right path, we don't know. And Mahatma, who is learned, still feel miserable. He might have that urge. Whether he is closer to the mukti or that lady is closer to the mukti, we cannot clearly say. It is only those individuals who would feel that. So at the face value, we cannot judge anything. Maybe that Mahatma needed just last push. He knows everything, just last push. That old lady doesn't know anything, that means she has a lot to cover. She needs to go through a lot of tests by Maya, then only she'll be put into that last stage. We don't know really. So that's why he says that Ananda is very key, very, very true. That whether you are building your palace or whether you are building your hut, you need to have just one goal. You need to see it without it. Whatever you have accumulated, go beyond that, see beyond that, observe beyond that. And that is Parabrahma or Paramatma. Because if a fish living in ocean thinks that this is the world, but that fish really feels that this is water and it is within or inside water, it doesn't know. The day that fish knows that there is some entity, water, and it is within that water body, then we'll realize, oh, this is Parabrahma or Paramatma. Till then, we'll keep fighting within that ocean. And so Radha Swami Sampradaya, they follow this path, that everybody wants to attain Paramatma, Sri Krishna. But going directly to him, you'll have to face Maya. And Maya is the boss. Easiest is surrender to Maya worship Radha ji. She'll do everything, the rest. And that is the easiest path. Don't create friction, just surrender. And that's why it is said, this is contrary to our normal belief, very contrary to our normal belief. But this is what many siddhas, many sadhus, they have experienced over the years. That whoever follows bhakti, bhakti of Sri Rama, bhakti of Sri Krishna, bhakti of Shiva, bhakti of Dattatreya, or any other form of God, whatever form you choose, if you are on a path of bhakti, ultimately you will meet Adi Shakti, because she is the only one who will take you and cross it. The form, whatever, you are a Krishna devotee, you are a Sri Ramchandra ji devotee, doesn't matter. Ultimately, it will be Adi Shakti who will take you and cross it. It's very contrary to normal belief.
This is Radha Swami.
Radha Swami Sampradaya, or
Yeah, I have heard about it, but they have told, like, they believe in this Adi Shakti.
no, they just follow Radha ji.
Okay.
They worship Radha ji.
Okay.
Right. Because Radha, according to Bhagavati Bhagavat, is Ahladini Shakti of Sri Krishna. Ahladini meaning heart. Sri Krishna's heart is Radha. The Radha we saw in TV series, right? That Radha, or in the poems and whatnot, that Radha is absent from Bhagavat. There is no gopi with name Radha in Bhagavat. You'll be surprised. No, there is no particular gopi mentioned in Bhagavat.
When you say Bhagavad, it's Bhagavad Puran.
Bhagavad Puran, Srimad Bhagavat. There is no Radha, there is no Kishori or whatnot.
In Mahabharata also?
In Mahabharata also, there is no mention. Mahabharata has Sri Krishna appears when Pandavas were in exile in Mahabharata. Before that, life of Sri Krishna is not mentioned in Mahabharata. It is only in Srimad Bhagavat. And in Srimad Bhagavat, there is no Radha.
So where is
Maybe
the
it's
first
just a
mention
form of
Radha?
imagination.
In Devi Bhagavat. Right.
But I think in the
Because it
TV
is
serial-
Adya Shakti. What is it?
In the TV serial, I think they showed the Vrindavan scene
Yes.
in the part of Mahabharata.
That is all imagination. And that imagination started with Gita Govind.
So maybe that's what I'm saying. Radha is just his imaginary part of Krishna's.
But that-
She is the heart of Sri Krishna.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
like
But there is no, she was Vrushbhanu's daughter and she was doing this and that, and no mention at all in Srimad Bhagavat. Yes. So Radha mentioned in Devi Bhagavat as she is Sri Krishna's Ahladini Shakti. Devi Bhagavat is all about Adi Shakti, Bhuvaneshwari. But it has a section devoted to Sri Krishna's life. It has Ramayana also, Sri Ramchandra ji's life, many other different stories. So see, in Sri Krishna Avatar, Radhika ji is not in physical form. When Sri Krishna is in Golok, from Adi Shakti, a form was created, Sakara Swarup of Paramatma. That is Sri Krishna. And when Sri Krishna came into existence in the form, with him, Radhika ji appeared. So Sadashiv, Shiv and Shakti, the same concept. So Sri Krishna is Shiv and Radhika ji is Shakti. And that Shakti came from the heart of Sri Krishna in Golok Dham. That's how it is mentioned. But there was no lady named Radha was in Vrindavan.
which Puran?
Devi Puran, you
Devi
said Devi,
Devi
Puran
Puran.
has this mention of the heart of
Right,
Krishna.
right. So Golok Dham, in Golok Dham, not in our Prithvi Lok.
Golok Dham.
Right. So from
Gokul, not Gokul.
right, not Gogol. Golok means loka of go. Go means cows, but not the cows that we see. That go meaning our indriyas, our sense. So when a life comes into existence, right, when we are in a womb, a fetus, when the sensory organs start developing from nirakar to sakar, that is the process. And first thing comes it, heartbeat. So that is Radhika ji. And that's how even the world is created. And we follow the same pattern at our level. Very interesting. Once we start reading our Puranas, Shastras, many things open up.
I mean, it's very long. It's like
Very long,
Shiv
very
Puran,
long.
I've tried reading it. It's like 3 volumes.
Right.
But
Very
most
huge,
of the
very
stories we are familiar with because you might have read in Amar Chitra Kitha or something.
Yeah. That's very.
So it's
Amar Chitrakatha has done very good job. Yes. They are that cartoon books, comic books,
yeah.
and they show all these stories in comics. That's very important. And there is a. When I was young, I used to read Chanda Mama. That also had many different stories, very good stories. Yes.
Mostly from Jatak tales. Right?
Jatak tales, yes, Jatak tales. Okay, so second verse. Vishve nimagna padavihi kavinam tvam jata vedo bhuvanasya nathah ajatamagre sa hiranyareta yajnastvame vaika vibhu puranah. O all powerful Paramatma, you are every particle, every iota of this world. You are that jiva or power of jiva in everyone. You are the refuge of all the kavi. Now kavi meaning not poet. Kavi in the context of Upanishad or Vedas is all the mantra drishta rishi. Rishis who have seen these mantras, they are kavi. So it's you are the refuge. You are the protector of all the lokas, all the bhuvanas. You are the fire that holds everything. You are the yajna. You are the only one. You are that Virat. You are that Puran Purush. Meaning you are everything. I think this is very important Upanishad. If we read this, we'll understand what is 33 Koti Devata and what is the reality and what our Dharma really teaches us. Because we are lost in all these different paths, very different sampradayas and all the belief systems. Third verse, Pranah prasutir bhuvanasya yonirvyaptam tvaya ekapadena vishvam tvam vishvabhur yoni parah swagarbhe kumara eko vishikha sudhanva. Like Sutre Manigana Iva, as Bhagavad Gita says, that every gem is strung by this one garland. You are that one sutra, you are that one string that is everywhere as prana. You are the cause of this creation. You covered everything in just one step. You're just one pada, one step, covered everything. You are the place of that creation. You are the cause of the creation, you are the place of that creation. And you are sarvatra vyapta. You are everywhere, like Vishnu, who holds that bow and arrow. You are like that Kumara. Kumara meaning Kartikeya or Murugan, Kartik Swami. Now, this is also a very important verse. Fourth, Vitatya Banam Tarunarka Varnam Vyomantare Bhasi Hiranya Garbha Bhasa Tvaya Vyomni Krutah Sutarkshastvam Vai Kumarastva Marishtanemihi. Meaning, Hey Paramatma, you are like a midday sun whose light is pulling everything towards itself. You are that Maya who created all these life forms, and in that, in their heart or space of that heart, living as Hiranyagarbha of that light. Your Divya Prakash, your divine light, illuminates sun in this space. You are the Senapati, the general of Devatas, Kartikeya. You are that Garud, Tarksha, who is Arishtanemi, or a circle that does not have any boundary, or the one that controls everything. Tvam Vajrabhud Bhuta Patistvameva Kamaha Prajanam Nihito Asi Some Swaha Svadha Yancha Vashat Karoti Rudraha Pashunam Guhya Nimagnaha. You are that beholder of Vajra, Indra. You are Rudra. You are Swami of everything, every species. You are the giver of fruits. You are that Soma living in the Pitruluka. You are all the gods. You are that Yajna done for Pitrus, meaning Swaha, Svadha and Vashat. You are the one living in the heart of everyone. I think this is a very good prayer. I mean, all these shlokas. Sixth verse. Dhata vidhata pavanah suparno Vishnur varaho rajani rahascha bhutam bhavishyat prabhavah kriyascha kalah kramastvam paramaksharam cha. You are the beholder, you are the fruit giver, you are Pavana, meaning air or wind, Garuda, Vishnu, Varaha, night, day, past, future, present. You are all the actions, you are Kala, time, and you are Paramakshara, meaning Omkara or eternal element. You are everything. Rucho yajunshi prasavanti vaktrat samani samrangava surantariksham tvam yajnaneta huta bhugvi bhushcha rudrastatha daitya gana vasushcha. Rugveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, they come out of your mouth. It is you. You are Samrat, king of kings of Vasu, meaning all the elements. Antariksha, space, process of Yajna. And the Devas who via Yajna get everything. And you are omnipotent. You are 11 Rudras. You are Daitya. And you are omnipresent Vasu. 8. Sa esha devo ambaragascha chakre anyebhyadhistheta tamo nirundyah hiranmayam yasya vibhati sarvam vyomantare rashmimi mansunabhihi. In various forms, you live in solar system and everywhere. You are the destroyer of darkness. You are that Virat Roop, the enormous giant form who lives at the center of Brahmanda, meaning Vishnunabhi. Everything is you, including all the planets and constellations or nakshatra or stars. Even their light rays is also you. So this is our galaxy, and there is a Vishnunavi in the center of the galaxy, what we or modern physics knows is mentioned here. Ninth, स सर्ववेत्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता नाभिः प्रजानां निहिता जनानां प्रोता त्वमोता विचितिः क्रमाणां प्रजापतिश्छन्दमयो विगर्भः. Meaning, you are knowing everything. You are the protector of all the lokas, and you are the center of every locus and everything in this world. You live in hearts of everyone, but you are everywhere. All types of different motions or actions ultimately get solace into you. You are also Prajapati, meaning Brahma, who lives in Vishnu Garbha, and all the Vedas are you. So when people question that you have many different gods and different forms and all, so all these answers are found in this Upanishad, Ekaakshara Upanishad, what it is. 10th verse. सामेश्चिदन्तो विरजश्च बाहुं हिरण्मयं वेदविदां वरिष्ठं यमध्वरे ब्रह्मविदः स्तुवन्ति सामेर्यजुभिर्ऋतुभिस्त्वमेव. In all the knowers of Vedas, a learned is you, who is above all the Rajas Guna, who is with golden complexion, who cannot be known with Vedas. You are that. Tvam stri pumanstvam cha kumara ekastvam vai kumari yata bhustvam eva dhata varunascha raja tvam vatsaro agnayarama eva sarvam. Meaning, aap, the Paramatma, you are male, female, young boy, girl, you are earth, you are the beholder of everything, you are Varuna, meaning all the atmosphere and water bodies, you are the kings, you are Samvatsara, meaning all the various months of the year, you are Agni, fire, Surya, Aryama, sun, everything is you. मित्रः सुपर्णश्चन्द्र इंद्रो वरुणो रुद्रस्त्वष्टा विष्णुः सविता गोपतिस्त्वं त्वं विष्णुर्भूतानि तु त्रासि दैत्यांस्तवया वृतं जगद व गर्भव. Meaning, Surya, Garud, Chandra, Varun, Rudra, Prajapati, Vishnu, Savita, Gopati, speech, the controller of all the senses, everything is you. You become Vishnu and protect the humans from Daityas. You are the creator living in Bhugarbha, meaning within the womb of everything. The whole world is covered by you. The one thing we started with, that we live within Paramatma. Nothing is beyond that. I think the last verse. Tvam bhurbhuvah swastvam hi swayam bhurath vishwato mukhah ya evam nityam vedayate guhashayam prabhum puranam sarvabhutam hiranmayam hiranmayam buddhimatam param gatim sa buddhiman buddhi matitya tishtatityupa nishat. You are being created by yourself. You have face everywhere. You are Bhur, Bhuvar and Svar, these three lokas. Whoever finds you in their heart as prana or light, prakasha, knows you, the Adi Purush. All the Brahmagnanis, their Param Gati, they know you by overcoming their illusion. And this is that Upanishad. So this is Ekaakshara Upanishad. As I said, very simple. Omkar, you can use that as a tool, or just think about it, that what it is. Try to remove your bricks, brick by brick, and you will know that, oh, the light is coming from outside and it is that. And once you know that there is light outside, not this light is nothing. Right? Sri Krishna says that the place I live, not me, the place I live, not even millions of suns can illuminate that. It is that illuminate. So you cannot imagine about me then. This is the place where I live. But beyond that I am, which you will not be able to know. Not possible. Mama Maya Duratyaya. You cannot cross my Maya. So, but if you remove a brick, you see there is light coming from outside. Once you know there is something, that is your journey. Using that light, you can go ahead. So that's exactly what the Atma Sakshatkar is. When people say that they have Atma Sakshatkar, from their heart they know, oh, there is light. And this light is so bright, you have never seen such light. And that is the first step. But then the rest is not in your hands. You will be governed by it. It will take you to your mukti. It will help you in removing the rest of the bricks that you created. You will, even if you accumulate any new bricks, you are not attached to it. Once you get attached, then only that brick becomes hurdle. Otherwise, it can even protect you. Right? So it can become helpful. This is our last class this year. Next year we'll continue our journey with Chandogya and Brihadaranyaka Upanishads. Those two are equivalent to the rest of the 8, as I mentioned before. They are very big, the biggest Upanishads. And next year, the timing wise, I was told that because the kids do not get enough room, we might have to accommodate. So the proposal is to have class after 12 p.m. Yeah, that will be hard. So let's see if there is an alternate, but I'll keep you posted.
It is 10 to 11, 11 to 12.
Yes. Usually people leave by 12, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's see what best can be done. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And thank you everyone for this wonderful journey.